What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing good out there on this Saturday night. I'm doing good myself. I had a nice relaxing Shabbat today, and I'm up and I'm energized now. I come across this crazy story right here, and wow, as you can see, well, let's get into it. The doctor shocked by 5-inch dragon horn sprouting from man's back. Okay, now the thing is this. I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? Because every now and again, things like this tend to skip generations in Caucasians where things like this happen. If it's not, a horn, then it may be a tail. And a lot of them are born with tails. It's just that they get them removed at birth, and nobody ever knows the difference except for their family and of course, whoever they go out and tell. All right, that they were born with a tail. And then see, a lot of them have the nerve to turn around and say black people are 3/5 of a human being. That's not so. We are full human beings, and we don't have problems like this. A lot of us are born with birth defects, for whatever reason. But I can almost assure you that you'll never see a black person with, born with a tail or so-called horn sprouting out to the back or the forehead or the neck or whatever. That's just not how, it goes with us. But to get into the story right here, it says here, this is not what they meant by grabbing life by the horns. A UK man baffled doctors after a 5-inch cancerous dragon horn sprouted out of his back, despite him having no history of skin cancer, according to a new study published in the British Medical Journal. The unnamed 50-year-old day laborer's protuberance, which also resembled a gnarled talon and pumpkin stem, was diagnosed with cancerous squamous cell sarcoma, the second most prevalent strain of non-melanoma skin cancer. Study authors report. His growth was perplexing, as the patient had no previous or family history of skin malignancy and was not immunosuppressed, per the report. Not only that, but there weren't any of the lymphatic abnormalities generally associated with such an aberration. While most continuous cases are surgically nipped in the bud, the patient had allowed his tumor to blossom for 3 years, in effect making a mountain out of a malignant molehill. He probably was scared and then kind of shocked, didn't want nobody to know that's what that was. As a result, the growth had to be excised by surgeons at a countless of Chester Hospital, the BBC reports. The deficit tissue was then replaced with a skin graft from his thigh. Although the operation was successful, the surprise BMJ study authors said the anomalous ailment only occurred because it was neglected by a patient living in a developed country with access to free health care. Well, I don't think he's worried about the free health care. But it's like I said, see, I know why, they, a lot of them, get, horns and tails and stuff like that. See, you have to have, some kind of DNA in your body for these kind of things to happen. That's foreign, is not supposed to be there. And it's going to come out one way or the other. All right. But to continue, the highlights that despite current public skin cancer awareness and rigorous healthcare measures, cases like this can still arise and slip through the net, wrote the quartet of Chester Hospital surgeons behind the case study. This isn't the first time an easily treatable condition has snowballed out of control in 2019. This past Thanksgiving, an Indian man underwent surgery for a cystic kidney that had swelled to the size of a butterball turkey. In October, a Panamanian patient made headlines for his sport bag-sized scrotum. Ugh. The result of gangrene run amok. Golly. I tell you, yeah. All I can say is this. Those fallen angels came down here and created a race of beings that was not supposed to be. You see? And a lot of us don't understand that. And we do a lot of ancestor worship. Okay? We're not to worship no ancestors. You're going to worship what you do. You give praises to the Most High in the name of the Son. You see, which when I say the Son, I'm talking about Yahusha. You do not give no praises to no ancestors. Because see, what a lot of people don't understand, it was the ancestors that actually got us in to, to position, the calamity as a people that we are in today. All right. That's just putting it plainly. And it's the truth. You know, if the ancestors hadn't went along, you know what I'm saying, at first of all against our true God, and went along and, and basically with other gods, and those other gods was the fallen angels, and help bring in their creation, we wouldn't be in the situation that we are in now. And also the fallen angels creation will not be ruling over us. This is how it became that Eve is the mother of all living and not Adam. And both of those two are black people. What is considered black. Okay. See, but the Father did say he would put enmity between the serpent seed. All right. And the woman seed. And of course, well, the serpent seed would be Caucasian people. You see? And also the woman seed would be black people. This is the reason for the hate. This is what it's all about. See? But after all, when it's all said and done, I can just tell you this. All of this stuff is going to be put to an end eventually. All right. And that's just the way it is. But just keep in mind not to, no praising no ancestors. And the ancestors, they walk foul. And then, they train us to walk foul, from generation to generation with the traditions. See, when you keep traditions of something, you walking in the same way that of your predecessors. See, ain't nothing going to get better for black people until the Most High, come to make it better, until he changes, until he lifts, till he, lift this curse, the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28 off of us. Okay. Until he actually take, the earth out of the hands of the wicked. And we know who running the earth. Look what Trump just did over in Iran to the so-called high-ranking whatever Iranian king or whatever he was over there. See, now they saying that he was planning some kind of shit, on Americans or whatever, whoever it was. I think it was all a lie, and I think the reason why they did it, and that's if it's not fake news, is simply so that Trump can get another 4 years in office. More than likely, that's why they did it. Everybody knows that, when time comes for election, they may go and try to start a war, for the president, to stay in office, because they don't hardly ever switch presidents when it comes down to that kind of thing, Just a bunch of bullshit, a lot of mess, But when it's all said and done, the Most High is in control and is going down just like he said it was. So nothing to fear there. But y'all tell me about this. I mean, what y'all think about this story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts and opinions and views on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.